Hello all, welcome back. Thought I'd upload a new video. Haven't posted for a while, mainly because of work commitments and rubbish weather, coronavirus that everyone's still battling. So yeah, today is just a little video on some ongoing projects, seeing as I can't get any running video with me and my pal. So today I managed to pick up this. This is a new bright 1/10 scale Range Rover Sport. They do pop up every now and again, and there's quite a few videos on YouTube of people who've put these onto 1/10 scale crawlers and they go out crawling with them, or use them as tow rigs so that they can tow a trailer and have their crawler on the back. Picked it up for a bargain, 10 quid. The lady sold it as a pair with this, which is a 1/24 scale Rastar Lamborghini. So yeah, I mean, I've got no use for this 1/24 scale Lambo. Don't know what I'm going to do with that. Who knows? Bashed up. Kids like smashed it into some skirting boards or something. I don't know, maybe use it to run it over with some 110 trucks. Who knows, whatever. Get rid of that. So yeah, we got the 110 Range Rover. At the moment, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It's got this big bumper on, so they've kept that on there, which is nice, because it means it saved the body somewhat. A few scratches on it, but hey ho, is what it is. Cost me a tenner. If you don't know what these are, then this is a toy grade RC from New Bright, who, well, as you can see, let's have a look at this. As you can see, that's the chassis with the fake brake discs, very plastic. Just runs on double A's. Yeah, it's not proportional in any way. It's literally one way or the other, with a spring-loaded system that recenters the wheels. Excuse me. However, for all of their faults in this department, they have licensed bodies, so their bodies are always really good. The Wraith that I've got, the Punisher Wraith, that is a New Bright 1/8 scale Jeep called the Intimidator. Well, here in England it's called the Intimidator. Around the world it's got some other names, comes in different colours. So yeah, here we are. We've got the ability to pop lights in there, which will be nice. So, does it look like it's got any at the moment? No, I don't think it's got any in the front. But we've got the ability, and the lights are big enough there, the light units, to put individual lights in. So that's nice. One mirror. If you're lucky, you get one mirror. Obviously, originally it would have came with two mirrors. However, in every New Bright that I've got, it's either got no mirrors or one mirror. In my case, every single one I've had has had one mirror. I don't know why. I've got rear lights here, lovely. So we'll pop some LEDs in there as well. It's nice. Seems like it's missing something here. I don't know. It's either that or maybe it's just. Oh no, it's not. It's just where the window on the inside fits the body there. Little gap, but it's no biggie. So it's not the hardest plastic. It's pretty flimsy. I'll go as far as to say it's almost like what's the best way to describe it? An armour polycarb body, or a mix between a Lexan body and a hard body. So it's hard plastic, but it's very thin. But I'm happy with it. 10 quid. I got these, look at these. I mean, scale wise, these must be like 22-inch cans, mate. So, yeah, love it. That's all good. 110 New Bright Range Rover. On to the next one. So, here we are. From one Range Rover onto another. So, here we have a 1/14 scale Range Rover Sport. Again, by RA-Star or RA-Star or whatever they're called. Again, like the New Bright, toy grade. Let's get the Lambo back. So this is by the same company. This is a 1/24th, this is a 1/14th. Now, licensed bodies. See, we've got the Lamborghini badge with branding, and it does look spot on. It's a 1/24th scale replica. Now, as with the New Bright, these are toy grade, not proportional steering, no proportional throttle, junk inside, really real junk wiring, and oh, you alright? Yeah? Can I carry on? Okay. That's the dog. I mean, this is your steering trim. This is how you adjust your steering trim, guys, on one of these. However, why, you ask, why do you have them then? I'll tell you why. So, as you can see, there's the original sticker. 27.145 megahertz FM. But my steering adjuster's gone. So you might just see in there a little bit of blue. If any of you follow RCMOJO, shout out to him. RCMOJO has done a few conversions of these, and whilst doing the conversions, he 3D printed a steering unit that replaces the original. You take out all the junk that's in there, and then you can fit a small micro servo in there to work for your steering. So I contacted him and said, don't suppose you'd be able to sort one out for the 1/14th Range Rover Sport? And it just so happened he was in the process anyway, because his dad has got one. So he was there making one, and kindly sent me one. So big shout out to him. Popped it in. Originally this was all white. I've always had the intention of turning it into a police car. I will bang the pictures in right about now. So, as you saw in the pictures, that's how it started, and that is what I'm modelling around, which is a Metropolitan Police Special Escort Group Range Rover. Now, Special Escort Group, they facilitate royalty, diplomats, military, any sorts of specialist movements that need to go around central London or around the UK should there be a call for it. The Range Rover is normally seen at the back of their movements, and it's, after finding this model, it just seemed the right one to do. So picked up some graphics, and I've been in the process of laying on the stickers, cutting out all of the lines. It's all hand done. I found a great company near to me, so shout out to them as well, Gallaso Signs in Hitchin. Sent them some pictures, asked if they could do some custom work for me. So got my police graphics, Metropolitan Police logos. My measurements were a bit off, so slightly small, but the compressed air logo on the back as well, and that just shows how small they can get them down to. That's tiny. So the plan for this will be, when it's finished, it will become hobby grade inside, so it will be wired up with a small ESC. It's got the small servo in there for the steering. I'm going to either find another one and sacrifice the mirrors off of it to put on this one, or maybe 3D print some. And then all the insides, it's going to be a very tight squeeze, are going to be fitted with full working lights as a normal vehicle would have. So headlights, rear lights, indicators that have independent indicators off of a switch, so I can have left or right, completely independent from the steering. So unlike a lot of the light kits that work off the steering, so every time you have a steering input left or right, your indicator comes on with it. Every time you turn left and right in your own car, you don't turn your indicator on. So for added realism, we're going to have independent left and right indicators, independent hazard lights, and then there'll be a separate light controller that controls a light bar once I've got one, and full emergency lights that will be wired and plumbed in. The light controller, I was racking my brains for ages on what to do for a light controller, because I wanted it to be as spot on as possible. For me, I want it to be as spot on as possible. So I was struggling, and just out of the blue, about a year down the line of having this, I'm looking online and a chap pops up again. Shout out to him, who goes by the name of CHIPSETRC RC. So him, the sign writing company I used for some graphics, and RCMOJO, had a mind blank there. I'll put all the links to their particulars in the description. So if you're interested, go check them out. CHIPSETRC RC and RCMOJO, both on YouTube, both got great content. Turns out CHIPSETRC RC has decided he wanted to make a light kit, and he fabs his own electrical boards so that it could do exactly what he wanted. So there we go, independent lights. So I message him and I say, I don't suppose you can make one that does emergency lights. Lo and behold, he messages me back and he says, I'm in the process of doing one. Watch this space. I'll upload a video soon. I've not finalised it, but it's in the works. I'll let you know as soon as it's done. Bang. Turns up and he posts a video very similar to this. He's made a police vehicle, and essentially the video is a light display of all the different lighting functions that his light control units can do. Amazing work. Best I've seen for this sort of application. He's aiming his light controllers at the 1/14 Tamiya Truck World stuff, so this fits in perfect with that, being 1/14, and you see these in videos of the Tamiya trucking. So props to him, brilliant work. Really impressed. I can't wait to boggle my mind on wiring LEDs to these light controllers, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I get it to work, and there'll be updates on this as and when I start continuing it. It's a slow burner, so just keep your eyes peeled. There will be some updates in the future. And on to the next one. Ta-da! SCX 10.3. Obviously a 1/10 scale. We've gone up in scale here from the other ones. Yeah, so I got this as a kit when it first came out. Got to say that I loved the kit. I loved building it. I've not built a kit in quite a while, so it was nice to actually build one, paint the body myself. I don't know if this is going to really do the colour justice, but you get the idea. It's purple, and then in the light it goes blue. Nothing fancy. It's 3 colours laid on top of each other in a certain order to get the outcome. You're looking at a Tamiya translucent purple backed with a Tamiya translucent silver, and then black, just a normal black. which is what's on the roof there as well. So the black's not special. It can be Tamiya black, whatever. I used a different brand just because the can was bigger, and it is literally to back it and seal it. Each layer is 4 coats each, so that's 1 can of purple, 1 can of silver, and then 4 coats of black. It's come out really nice. I love the colour personally. And you might be wondering, well, that's a nice truck, thanks, you know, thanks for showing us, but well, I've got no arches, and you've left the screws in. What's going on? Like, that's a bit weird. I've seen people take the arches off, I've seen people use arch deletes, so why is yours like this? Well, let's have a look why. Ta-da! New arches. So I've got the arches, I've got the front arches that come from Axial, with a little sticker on the front that it's just a sticky side light, but I didn't really like that, so I was on the old Book of Faces and I saw someone posted a video saying, look at my new lights, I've got all these new lights. Now I've seen the FTX RC lights, they're really expensive, and for me they're from America, so it cost me an absolute fortune to get them here. Sometimes it cost me more getting stuff from America than the actual cost of the product, which for me is not even worth it. I'm not going to spend a fortune on some LEDs. Yeah, they look cool if I can get them from China. I'm a fan of AliExpress. I've been successful with AliExpress, and I tend to stick to some of the ones that I know. So for me, Injora, shout out to Injora. I've got a load of their wheels. These in fact are Injora wheels, which are, as we all know, they're a knockoff of Vanquish. Now I've got Vanquish wheels, genuine Vanquish wheels, and they're really nice. However, when you look at the price, for me, I paid, I don't even know what I paid for my Vanquish wheels, I can't remember, it was a lot. And I did it because at that time, as much as it was a lot of money, it was a good deal. I got them second hand, and now I can say I've got a pair of Vanquish, or a set of Vanquish wheels. However, since then, and even before I got the Vanquish wheels, I've been buying Injora wheels. There's loads of other companies that are selling them under different names, but I just stick to Injora because I find that I can order it from them, and in most cases it will turn up in a week, which from China and from AliExpress is, as anyone that orders from them will know, 7 days is blinding, because sometimes you can wait 2 months for these things on the slow boat. So anyway, new one that they're doing some really good products is CCHand, and my pal, he's got an MST Jimny, he's got bumpers from them, really nice quality. The chap I saw online, he got these bumpers. Now, as you can see, these arches, as you can see, they're 3D printed arches, slightly different quality on the outside, arguably not as nice quality as the standard Axial ones. However, we have little lenses in there and little LEDs, so we have real working side lamps in the front arches, so they're going to go on there. A couple of little lights, bish bash bosh. We're going to have little corner marker lights. How cool's that? Also, it's inside underneath the body, and I can't bother to take it off. I've got some new lights, so I'll be taking these out because these are naff. I'm not going to lie, I bunged some LEDs in the light buckets that are in here, and it might as well be an ancient old car that's got candles for headlights. They are terrible. So I've got some new ones that are super bright. They work as a halo ring on the outside, and then we've got red side lights on the inside. I'm not a fan, I prefer sort of amber, but red, whatever. And then we've got an upper and lower beam that will be inside as well, and then they cycle through flash modes, dim, bright, or whatever. So there we go, we've got that. Also, now, I've got to admit, I'm a little bit hesitant. What are you hesitant about? Thinking, oh, what is that? We've got a little light bar. Give that a go. That's not going to go on this. That's going to go on something else. But a little light bar, while I was ordering, I thought, yeah, why not? Two things. One is magnetic body mounts. Now, oh, magnetic body mounts. No, don't do it. You roll over, your body falls off. Not for that. I've got an idea. Now, there's super expensive wireless light connectors that you can buy. One goes in your body, one goes on your truck. When your body and your truck touch each other, all the contacts connect on these little springy pins, and lo and behold, your lights come on, so that you can just detach your body and not have to keep unclipping wires. Now, I've got to admit, I've got lights on quite a few trucks, and unclipping the wires is a pain in the bum. So, not for connecting the body, I'm going to do it with these, because it's the exact same idea. And I would wire body side to one, and then truck side to the other, and then when they connect, it makes the connection. Some magic happens inside, and then kaboom, all the lights will hopefully come on. That's the theory, and that's what we're gonna do. And this is the last part of this puzzle. Is a 148mm light bar with some mounts that will come down these side pillars, and they'll sit in here and be screwed in. Now, this is the bit I'm hesitant about, because I love this body, and anyone who knows the FTX 10.3 knows that these are worth quite a bit of money because of the detail that's in them, and I'm about to put some big holes in it. Now, well, I'm just not sure. I don't want to ruin it. If it doesn't fit properly or it looks naff and I take it out, I'm going to have holes left. So I think once it's on, that's it. I'm stuck with it. I'm going to have to just go with it. So I'll get it working, see how bright it is. It's only cheap. Again, this is from Injora. Injora, and the headlights as well that are inside Injora, and then CCHand for these. So once it's all fitted, up and running, I will come back with an update on that. Other than that, what's to say about the FTX 10.3? I've not really taken it out and given it some stick. From the first initial build, I'd seen people breaking the panhard mounts just apparently just driving down the road, so I upgraded it whilst building to the Vitavon aluminium one. Did have to do a little bit of modification to that, which well, I think they've tried to rush it out onto the market without as much R&D as maybe they should have. So when the steering turns, it was hitting the mount, so you can probably see there, just took the Dremel to it and just ground it back a little bit, and now it's you know, it's still got its rigidity, but it clears the steering arm now. So that's that. Other than that, it's a hobby wing axe system. Got to admit, it's a handy system. It's decent. I've got the 1800 kV motor because the 2300 was out of stock everywhere at the time. Admittedly, I'd prefer the 2300 motor. So if there's anyone out there that wants to swap an 1800 kV motor with little use, and well, it's not done anything challenging, it's gone for a trail on a couple of walks that I've done, that's it. An 1800 kV motor for a 2300 kV motor, let me know in the comments, because you can keep your ESC. I've got an ESC, all we need to do is swap the motor. So if you want to swap the motor, 1800 kV for a working 2300 kV, let me know, we'll sort it out. Nice one. Next. Ta-da! Right, Axial Wraith, not much to say about it. Picked it up off a mate. Actually, the same mate who I got the other Axial Wraith off of. So this is my third Wraith. This one, as you can see, has undergone some cosmetic work at the back there. It's essentially been chopped off. So we are chopped off before the rear axle. So this one's not a crawler. It's not going to be going out as a crawler. I might take it for a trail just for a bit of a giggle one time. But if it was to be a crawler, then the departure angle on the back end is cracking. What is this one then? So this one is a original Axial 2.2 Wraith, same as my other one. Inside is, as you can see, we have an Armour BLX 100 ESC, so the 3S Armour, Fly Sky receiver, and a Gallaso RC 3300 kV brushless, which I gotta admit, low down start, no cogging, very impressive. As you know, Gallaso RC is just a cheap Chinese brand. However, again, I've had quite a few Gallaso motors and ESCs, and they've been decent, so can't really grumble. We have Hellion Select shocks, short course truck shocks. These are nice, cheap as well, to be fair. I think they cost me £22 or something for a set of 4, which is nice, seeing as they come with dust covers as well. They also come with oil in. When I got them, I weren't sure. I thought, oh, I'm not sure they've got oil in them. Checked them, lo and behold, they do. So that's nice. Got them from Redfin Models. There's that little sticker there, look at that. Scale stickers as well. So I'll bang a link to them in the description as well. Old piece of metal, body, tin top, whatever you want to call it, off of one of the other Wraiths. Chucked a bit of silver, chucked a bit of purple paint on. Metal front, plastic sides, bang some stickers on. We have Axial rims, bit of a bodge to be fair. These are 1.9 Axial rims with original Proline flat irons, which I've got to admit, I love them. I think they're quality. You don't really see them anymore, but to get them to fit, because the bead on Proline tyres doesn't tend to fit most wheels, it's got 2.2 Proline rings inside, so yeah, a bit of a mishmash. These wheels are only on there just so they can be driven around, do whatever with it. It's in the end going to have some 2.2 wheels with Proline sand paddles, so I've got them, I just don't have the wheels. I know the wheels I want. If anyone out there has got the rear wheels, so the ones that have the hex in, off of Tamiya Blitzer Beetle, Stadium Blitzer, anything like that, the Monster Beetle, it's specifically the rear wheels. I don't want the fronts, it's the rear ones that have got the hexes in. I need 4 of them. As long as they are all together, they're not like smashed, broken, split, whatever, let me know. For a reasonable price, you know, they're plastic wheels, so let's have it right. Message me, let me know. Bish bash bosh, we'll sort something out. Literally, this got thrown together as a mishmash of bits and bobs, and what I'm looking at is Formula Off-Road, Icelandic Formula Off-Road, hence why it's low, sitting low, short course shocks, big power, well hopefully big power. Once I've got the wheels on and it's actually working properly, then we'll see if we can do big power up some sandy hills or whatever. When I took it out for a test, went off up to Norfolk and was razzing it about racing some lad that I found where I was. Just happens that there's some lad there and this lad's racing around with a Traxxas, so I'm like, yeah, come on, let's go. So we were doing some races across the grass, and drive shaft, naff, cheap drive shaft grenaded itself, and I lost the male end. So yeah, I need some strong drive shafts basically. So much like Whistling Diesel and his Monster Max, I'm trying to find all the weak links and then iron them out. So there we go. Wraith, Icelandic Formula off-road truck. Wraith number 2. So again, 2.2 OG Wraith. Started out as a proper one, then I hacked the back off of it, and I put the Shapeways fastback conversion in, same as the other one that we just saw. That's got a Shapeways fastback piece in there, and then used this as it was, and then I was visiting some family, and my nephew had a New Bright 1/8 Intimidator Jeep. Came with it was bright green. It had like big plastic arches on. So I chucked him a bit of money, took it off his hands with the idea of, will it fit on a 2.2 Axial Wraith? Well, lo and behold, it took a while, but here it is. Fitted to the Wraith. Underneath is a Axial Wraith, as you can see. So this one is literally just a trail truck now. There's the real Vanquish wheels method, bead locks. I changed the ring on the outside to some Chinese bead lock ring just to break up the bright blue. One, because I bought the Vanquish on a bit of a whim and they weren't the exact style that I wanted, so I'm not the biggest fan of the look of it without the ring. So pop the old ring on to break up the bright blue and to, well, disguise the actual look of the wheel face, because it's not my favourite. Hacked off the arches on the body, hacked off the front, and then put on some, again, these came from AliExpress, some wide arches on the truck, and then we've got a front grille. So the front grille is not part of this kit. The front grille comes from a FTX Outback Fury 2 or Outback Fury, whatever it is. That, the mirrors, comes with some windscreen wipers that I haven't put on, door handles, all of that gumph. Oh, and a snorkel, which is meant to be on here, but it fell off. It snapped off when I rolled the truck over. All of them cost about $7.99, which I think was quality. I think that was a good deal. So $7.99. If you're looking for an angry grill, it's about £2 if you're in England. £2.99 or something ridiculous like that. CML distribution are the people that knock out all the FTX stuff here. You want an angry grill like this, £2.99. Just go CML distribution, find an FTX stockist, whatever. There you go, $2.99. If you want the whole lot, it's about $7.99. You get some mirrors, you get windscreen wipers, door handles, all of that stuff, and a snorkel. I can't grumble. I think it was decent. I managed to get it fitted. I got some GP kind of spotlights again from China. So we've got sides are amber. We've got a small light at the top, bigger one at the bottom. Really cool. Got indicators on this one, much to my pal's dislike, shall we say. He's not a fan of the whole turn left, turn right, your indicators come on. And to a point I agree, which is why I've gone with the fancy light kit from CHIPSETRC RC for my 1/14th police vehicle. But for this, it is what it is. I've got them on there, they're there. I've got brake lights, rear red lights. I've got a sound kit in this. It's a Sense Innovations S Dual. They're programmable, so you can have loads of different sounds. Can't remember what one this has got at the moment. There's a video of this on my page, so go back, you'll see the video of it, of when I was testing it with the sound kit and the lights and all of that jazz. Power wise, I normally run it on a 2S LiPo. It's running a Castle Mamba X with a paired Castle motor. I think it's a 4300. We've got a Savox servo at the front. What was that? The SW1210. I've not had any problems with it. I know people knock Savox, but I've not had no issues with it. So there we go. Standard axial shocks. What drive shafts? Metal bottom links. Some beefy metal drive shafts. Can't remember what else is in it really. That's about it. So there you go. You want to see it? There's a couple of videos. There's one of it out trailing when I snapped the snorkel off of it, and one of it when I was testing it with the sound kit and everything. So that's that one. Bosh. HPI Venture. What can I say about this? Basically, it's standard. I changed the servo to a 25 kg or 20 kg Chinese servo. HD power or something, I think it is. Again, people slate them, but I've never had any issues with it. It's been sound. The standard servo is no cop, it's rubbish. They say it's waterproof, it's not, because I took this in for a river and the servo packs up. Other than that, this thing is my old faithful. This is my go-to truck. If all of my other ones were broken, this thing I guarantee would still be going. It's got a 35 turn brushed motor on a Hobbywing 1080 ESC. The shocks are dual rate, so we've got the first spring will start to go, and then the second spring will compress after that. These shocks are really nice. If you look online, there's a lot of people that will regard these as probably one of the best sort of out of the box shock. I would say nowadays that's followed by nowadays the TRX4 shocks are probably regarded as the best ones, and then out of the box wise I'd say probably these. Starting to lose a bead on the wheel. Here's another example. These were my first set of Injora wheels. Banged them on here with some G-made tyres. Again, I got these because they were cheap and they look quite nice and they were relatively low profile. I love these tyres. These tyres are quality. So these are the what ones are these? The MT 1903s by G-made, and I think these are wicked. So the standard wheels and tyres didn't look scale. Oh, hello again. You right? You're just in my video, mate. You gonna move? Come on, lay down. So the standard wheels and tyres don't look scale. There's an example of one there. So that's the standard wheel and tyre. I personally wasn't a big fan. The standard tyre is not really that good. And if you were interested in a HPI Venture, you get told the same thing every single time. Change the steering servo, and then if you're going to change anything else, change the wheels and tyres. That's it. Other than that, they're really good. And it was only the fact that I had the 1080 ESC knocking about that I took the HPI ESC out, because the HPI ESC is there's nothing wrong with it. It's a decent ESC, to be fair. I literally just changed it because I had that one knocking about, so I put it in. This truck, wicked. Anytime I just want to take it out and go somewhere, it will do it, and no messing about. If it's gonna fail, then it fails. If not, it will just go up it. That's it. I don't really know what else to say about it. I personally think that the HPI Venture is probably one of the most underrated 110 crawlers there is. You very rarely see them come up for sale second hand, probably for that reason, because people love them. There's a chap on YouTube, I believe his name's Alex, and he has basically made his whole YouTube about a HPI Venture that he had. I believe him and his family and his friends ended up getting them. They took them up to Snowdon, which in England and Wales is a mountain. It's a big old hill, and he took one of these successfully to the top. So if nothing else, that proves how good these are. the running time on this for me is spot on as well. It is really efficient when it comes to batteries. I could be out for 2.5 hours on a 3S battery, give or take 2 hours, something like that, if I was going for a trail. So just cruising along with it, I'm pretty sure, if I remember rightly, the longest I've been out is about 2 hours and the battery was still good. That was a 2200 3S. Underrated. Again, they can always be improved. You can always change the body. I personally didn't like the hearing aid beige. However, this is the one that came up. This was brand new. Guy was selling it. I'm the nerd. My pal ended up buying it, having it delivered to my house, and said, there you go, it's done, just give me the money back. Paid him the money back, and I've never looked back. This thing's quality. Had some had like a little bull bar thing on the front. I took that off, and in the box it actually comes with bumper blanks, which was a nice little touch. So they already thought about the fact that people might not want the little wiry bull bar bumper on the front, and they put in blanks so that you can have your smooth front bumper. I've got some like little tow hitches, again from China, a couple of quid. Got them on there. I love it. Quality truck, super underrated. If anyone has one and you want to have a go of it, make sure you have a go of it, because I guarantee these are probably one of the most surprising trail trucks. They're not the best, but what truck is? Every truck is good in its own right at something, and other trucks will be better in different aspects. I just think as an all-rounder, this is a good option if you want something different, something that you don't always see. I don't think I've gone to any sort of trail meet that I've been to and seen someone else with one. So there you go, HPI Venture. Alright, last one then, quickly before my camera dies. FTX Outback Ranger. This is the Outback 2. 1/24th scale, if I remember rightly. 1/18th? No, 1/24th. 1/24th scale. I have done a video on it before, so if you want to see it, have a look at it. It's not long ago, so just scroll back through my videos, you'll see it. There's a video of it running. Watch this space, because there's a new video coming where we are going to pit one of these modified, because this one's this is nowhere near like box fresh standard. It's had a lot of bits changed on it. So one of these against an Outback Ranger 3, which is the new one, which I think performs out of the box just as well as this, which has had everything changed, except the motor. The motor's not been changed, but everything else has been changed. You know, we've had cosmetic changes to assist in approach and departure angle. The other one, out of the box, I think is just as good as this. It went everywhere that this went on the little course that we tried it on. So we will pit an FTX Outback 2 against an Outback 3 against an SCX24 and a Kyosho Mini Z 4x4. All of them on a course, and we will see what the strengths and weaknesses of each one is, and if we can establish which is the best one. Is the SCX24 better than one of these, which costs half the price? We shall see. Ta-da! And we're back to the start. Alright, so thanks for watching. Hopefully it wasn't too boring. Hopefully you watched to the end. If you watched it to the end, let me know in the comments. It'd be interesting to know. I'm sure that it was an extremely boring video and people probably switched off expecting to see some action when actually they didn't get any. I'm by no means a professional YouTuber. I'm by no means the most knowledgeable. So I just told you what I know about what I've got. And that's it. Keep your eyes peeled. I'm not going to be posting every day or once a week or sometimes even once a month, because I don't have time to do that. When I can get some content for you, I'll knock it up on the old laptop, do the jiggery pokery and the magic, and then I'll upload it. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, oh well, I'm sorry that I wasted your time. Make sure that you like the videos if you like them. If you don't like them, then I apologise. Make sure you share the videos, comment on the videos, and if you liked it that much, give us a little subscribe, because it's all appreciated. I do really appreciate it. It's nice to know that some people are interested in the content, and if we can get some more, then happy days. Obviously keep your eyes peeled, and we'll see at some point if we can find something to do with this. If you've got any ideas, let me know. I kind of like these wheels, but there's nothing I can do with them on a actual you know, hobby grade RC. But I am looking, if anyone knows where you can get wheels like this in the big wide world of the internet, let me know, because I actually quite like the look of them on this body. So there we go. Maybe I'll go for some sort of like footballer Range Rover, or you know, like Pimp My Ride Range Rover or something. Anyway, nice one. Thanks very much. See you later. Bye.